Welcome back to the spoiler zone. Today, we're diving into a gem from the early 2000s, John Singleton's Baby Boy, 2001. Picture this. You're living in South Central Los Angeles, where the sun bakes the streets and life is a roller coaster of ups and downs. Our main character, Jody, played by a young and electrifying Tyrese Gibson, is caught smack dab in the whirlwind of adulthood, a reality he's not quite ready to embrace. From the get-go, Baby Boy thrusts us into Jody's chaotic world. He's 20, a bike mechanic with a bit of charm and a ton of baggage. The film opens with Jody waiting for his girlfriend Yvette, the incomparable Taraji P. Henson, outside an abortion clinic. Right away, we see that Jody is more like a boy in a man's body. He's scared, confused, and often takes the easy way out. As Yvette emerges, tension erupts. She's fed up with Jody's half-hearted commitment and his endless excuses. You can feel the heat rising as their argument boils over. Jody promises change, but the words fall flat, and you can sense that this isn't the first time she's heard them. Singleton paints a vivid picture of Jody's life, which is both his playground and his prison. He bounces between his mother's house and Yvette's apartment, like a child who can't decide where to play. And speaking of mothers, Jody's mom, Juanita, A.J. Johnson, is no pushover. She's trying to live her own life, complete with a new boyfriend, Melvin Ving Rhames, who brings a whole different kind of energy into the mix. Melvin's a reformed tough guy, but his presence in Juanita's life is like gasoline on Jody's fiery insecurities. When Jody finds weed in the garden and wrongly accuses Melvin, it's like watching a slow-motion car crash. You know it's going to get ugly. And boy, does it get ugly. Melvin doesn't back down. There's a scene where he literally flexes his muscles, and you can see Jody's bravado deflate like a popped balloon. It's a powerful moment. Melvin's smackdown is less about physical dominance and more about forcing Jody to face his own immaturity. The film really gets intense with the arrival of Rodney, Snoop Dogg, Yvette's ex-boyfriend, fresh out of San Quentin. Rodney's not just a reminder of Yvette's past, he's a looming threat to Jody's already fragile world. The tension spikes when Rodney moves in with Yvette, turning her life upside down. Snoop Dogg brings a chilling coolness to the role. You can't help but feel the danger he represents. It's like a storm cloud hanging over Jody's head. Every interaction with Rodney could explode into violence. Rodney's attempt to assert control over Yvette leads to one of the film's most harrowing moments, a near-rape scene that's heart-stopping and gut-wrenching. It's a pivotal point that shows just how close Yvette and Jody are to the edge. The real kicker? It forces Jody to confront what kind of man he wants to be. Singleton's brilliance shines as he balances these intense personal struggles with moments of raw humanity and even humor. There's a tender scene where Jody, feeling the weight of his actions, sits with his friend Sweet Pea, Omar Gooding, a rough-around-the-edges character with his own demons. Their friendship is a testament to the idea that even in the toughest of environments, brotherhood and loyalty can be a saving grace. The film barrels towards its climax when Rodney, in a desperate act, steals Yvette's car and money, aiming to find and kill Jody. What follows is a nail-biting sequence where Jody and Sweet Pea take matters into their own hands. They find Rodney and, in a tense confrontation, Jody is forced to shoot him. But Jody's not a killer. The act of violence shatters him, leading to a raw and powerful scene where he nearly turns the gun on himself. Ving Rhames' Melvin steps in, providing the kind of fatherly intervention Jody's been missing all his life. It's a turning point, a moment where Jody finally starts to shed his boyhood fears and step up as a man. In the end, Jody makes the leap he's been avoiding. He moves in with Yvette and their son, ready to build a real family. It's a simple but profound act of growth. He accepts his mother's relationship with Melvin, understanding that her happiness doesn't diminish his own journey. Baby Boy isn't just a film. It's a window into the struggles of young Black men trying to navigate adulthood in a world that often seems stacked against them. Singleton crafts a story that's as soulful and memorable as a Marvin Gaye record, resonating with authenticity and raw emotion. For all its grit and heartbreak, the film ends on a hopeful note, reminding us that even in the darkest of places, the seeds of change can grow. So there you have it, folks. Baby Boy is a raw, unfiltered look at life on the edge of adulthood, brought to life by a stellar cast and Singleton's masterful direction. If you haven't seen it yet, what are you waiting for? Dive into this cinematic experience that's as powerful today as it was over 2 decades ago. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into the world of cinema. Thanks for tuning in to the Spoiler Zone, where we bring the movies to life.